Tiny+Lycan is actually like figured out so much. Like it looks good, cause like you know like the Tiny is running around with the shapeshift, but that combo was used too much in scrims. In scrims, like 1 month before the TI happened, everybody was abusing it. So like people found out ways to play against it. The best Tiny was Ame, of course. Ame, like I don't know if he was the first one to do it, but he was the one like who perfected it the most. LGD, the Tiny draft. How do you counter Tiny+Lycan? I mean, there's a lot of ways. Like, in terms of heroes, Wyvern's good against it. Physical armor is good against it. Things that goes through BKB is important. Like something like Void, because like the Lycan wolf formed Tiny is gonna run around like so fucking fast. So you need like something like that pierces BKB and then catch him. And then like the percentage DPS, HP percentage DPS is important. Like Underlord, Venomancer ulti, DP's third spell, Necro third spell, Necro ulti was really good too. And the laning is not actually that strong, because of the order that gets picked, the Tiny+Lycan. So yeah, lanes aren't that strong, so you have to abuse that too. And the thing with drafting is like every team has a system, and it's about like developing the system beforehand. So it's like really it gets easier. It's easy like when you're actually drafting. So to answer that question, yes, it is democratic. Like, but like everybody knows, because we already talk about it before the draft happens. Like we have like a 10-hour meeting on like how we should draft, on which we should pick which, and because we're picking which, like we have to ban which, shit like that. Who are the strongest teams during scrims? OG was actually really strong. OG and LGD. Team Spirit, they won, but like they were strong. They were strong, but like not that strong. They were like maybe 7 out of 10. OG LGD was like 9 out of 10. OG was 9, LGD was 10, Team Spirit was like 7 or 8. VP was like 8. How was EG in scrims? EG was not good. I mean, I think it's like team dependent too, because like certain region is strong against like certain region. For example, us Team Undying, like we were very strong against the Chinese teams, but we weren't that strong against Russian teams. We are against Russian because there's like they play with a specific style. So against Russian teams, we kind of struggled more than usual, and against Chinese teams, it was like kind of easy. Any teams were easy. EG was actually easy. We won a lot. T1 was easy too. T1, I think we were like 6-3. Scrim Resort. Why did EG underperform? I don't think they underperformed. I think they just performed at their usual like skill. They weren't that strong in the bootcamp. EG's draft is so predictable. That was pretty funny because there was a time I remember reading a Reddit post or Reddit thread or Reddit comment about like they were flaming Bulba for picking. Oh, thank you for the sub.
The great Papa Duck is back. Febby Popo.
Hi. Oh, Audrey, hi. Anyways, they were flaming Bulba for picking Abed Viper. So then this tournament in the group stage, Bulba picked all like flashy, fancy heroes for Abed. But like it was only like 5 or 6, and then like he was getting flamed for like only picking like those heroes. So it was pretty funny. No matter what he does, like, I mean, if they won, they wouldn't get flamed, right? If EG won, like, they wouldn't be flamed for like fucking only picking Abed 6 heroes or whatever. Just winning source everything. They just weren't like that good. Alright, the reason why I wanted to access this was okay. So Group A, Group B. I thought this from scrims. When the groups first came out, I thought these were the strong. These were the power level in order. Group B looked strong, but Undying was actually really strong in scrims, so I thought it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that one-sided. Elephant was actually really strong. I don't know what happened. Elephant was strong in scrims. Elephant taught us a lot. Against Elephant, we were like 0-4. LGD, like we like beat them. LGD we were like 6-3, 3-6. Elephant were like 0-4. Like 20-minute, 10-minute GGs too. They played so crisp. I think there was some internal like problem with Elephant. That's how it looked. Aster was actually pretty good, but then the COVID fucked Aster the most. Very bad for Aster. Dude, yes, IG, we were actually like we were 6-0 against IG. We're like 4-0, 6-0. I thought IG was gonna do fucking terrible. I don't know what happened, but Kaka God. That's all I can say. Kaka God. Maybe we were just strong against the Chinese teams. Cause we won the IG against in the group stage too, and the game we lost, it was on the draft. Like some stupid thing happened. I remember it was either the draft or like the play was like so stupid. It was like some like TP was higher than Alliance. It's higher than Alliance. I mean, we beat TP a lot too, but Alliance looked really bad. Alliance like looked like they didn't know how to play Dota at all. So, would you change any of your coaching looking back? Nope. I did the best I can. It was really hard because I came in at the last moment, and it's really hard because as a Dota player, you have to be confident and you have to have your ego. So like I have to be very careful on what I say and how I say it. I think I did a really good job. I made them stronger. Is it possible some teams just throw the scrims to not reveal anything and get it over with? Play wise, they all try the hardest, but like ourselves included, we would like kind of try ideas, and usually when teams do that, like you can tell because they're not picking the meta heroes, or because like they're not answering like the heroes correctly, like in the meta way. So it's actually pretty easy to tell if the team is not like trying 100% or like not trying 100%. Oh, Timado improved the most, I think. I was so impressed with Timado's improvement. When I first came into this team, I thought Timado was like the weakest, but at the end, Timado became the strongest. Timado God. I think I was the most closest with Timado too, because him and I, like, we woke up early, we like pub together like almost every day. I talked to him a lot too about like Dota, so I got close to Timado. I got close to Briar too, and Moon. Saber, I didn't get, like, he's a really easygoing guy, but I wasn't that close to him because he was so far away, like from where we were sitting. He was the farthest away from me, so I couldn't talk to him that much. Never mentioned Du. I mean, Du was like whatever. Like him and I are like already close. Can you talk about Moon's rage buyback against OG? I actually don't know what happened. I wasn't in the place. Okay, so I told you guys like Undying was actually pretty strong, but there were like some things that I was worried about, which was like the emotions, like controlling the emotions, cause some players had problem with that too. And then in the group stage, it happened like twice. Like we kind of fought after the game one. But funnily enough, after the game one, they fought, and then going into the game two, they won the game two. So I was pretty impressed by that too, because they like reset the emotions really fast. So anyway, fight into win. I mean, usually like when you fight like that, you get tilted and like you don't trust each other, and then but they recovered really fast. Do you think if you guys were in VO3 instead of VO1, we would? Yeah, definitely. Like, it just sucked. I felt so bad because it was the first TI for a lot of these guys, and it's a VO1, and like the nerves were showing. Like they weren't playing like with confidence, or like they didn't play their normal selves. So, yeah, I felt bad for them. Oh, we were one game away from upper bracket too. Goddamn. But what can you do? It is what it is.